First off, let me welcome you back to another episode of SC Outdoors. One thing I definitely don't do enough in my videos is explain the process that I'm going through as I fish, and I try to do a little bit of a better job in this one. Even though I know it could still be a little bit better, I hope you enjoy the narration as I explored a new stream. And the fishing wasn't terrible either. Alright guys, so I am on the stream. I figured I'd start off with just going over a little bit of what I do before I even get to the stream, which is do some online research, of course. There's so much online these days. But this stream is a stock stream in the spring, not in the fall. It's listed as natural trout reproduction just for this section. It's not a very long section. There's a Class A wild brown trout stream that goes into it just upstream of here, so my assumption is that there are trout moving in and out of this stream. I've only stopped here once. It was late in the year. It was probably around, I don't know, late June, early July. Water temps were already over 70, so I don't think they're here year round, but this time of year I'd imagine they are. Another thing, public property. This whole section's in a park, which is nice. Easier access, but the trail next to the creek, is kind of convenient, won't lie. My plan is to walk to the end of this public access section and then work my way back up towards the car, since the parking area is on the upstream end and I like to fish upstream. So that's the plan. Once we get down to the creek, I will go over, I guess, what flies I'm going to use and everything, but catch you there. All right, so here we are on the creek. Not a huge stream, but big enough, it looks like it's got some decent runs. So with it being, it looks like it gets a little tight there, some bushes and whatnot. So I've got the smaller rod, 7.6, Echo Carbon, got my Lamson reel, using the 3-weight. On the bottom, I have this Copper John. Hopefully you guys can see it enough. It's a size 16 with a 2mm bead, copper bead. Got an egg pattern on top, size 14. The egg pattern is more or less going to be used as an indicator. I don't know if fish will be eating it yet this time. We're right on the hinge. Another thing, again, I've said it in videos, but I got to watch out for reds. I'm going to try not to be in the creek as much as possible, but at least I know what to look out for. So that's, I guess, the plan. I like to fish upstream, so let's see if we can find some fish. Oh, we have a fish. That's definitely not a trout. That's not a great sign. Creek chub. Don't love seeing that on a new stream. It's been so far extremely difficult. Very tight stream. A lot of bow and arrow casts. It's the first time I've been actually able to, do a cast. There's a fish. That looks like it might be a trout. It is. Wild brown trout, let's go. We are on the board. Wasn't sure, guys. I was not sure. All right, so our first victim of this new stream. Pretty brown. Love it. Another thing about fishing new streams that I'll do, usually I'll fish just about anything, like the slow water, the fast water. shallow, deep, just till I get a feel and a rhythm for where the fish are. And he bit kind of on the tail end of this this deeper pool, but it might not mean a whole lot in this stream. I don't know how many fish there are, but you know, something, just another part of my process, I guess. Yeah, the fish. It's another trout, I think. Yes, sir. Not a bad one. Jumpy guy. There we go. Been a lot of bow and arrow casts today, but this run has been nice. I've been able to cast into it. And we got 2 browns. This one's really pretty. Love those red dots on there. I spooked a nicer one that was sitting here on the end. I didn't see him, and when I took my cast, he sprinted up into the deeper stuff. That's one. Might be a little brown. Oh shoot, it is, and I'm stuck in this bush. Come here, buddy. I'm not sure how he stayed on, but I got him. Little brown. There we go. Not a bad fish. Best one of the day, I think. He's not too bad. He's probably about the same size as that last one, actually. But not a bad fish. So here he is. Cool pattern on there. Love that orange, the connecting dots and everything. That's what I love about trout. Every fish is just a little bit different. Dang, guys. Was not expecting that. There's like a 20-inch rainbow sitting in here. He was sitting at the tail end and he moved up into that deep stuff. I was hoping I could just get up to this tree so I could bow and arrow cast into it, because I mean, I got no casting space there. But the fish was sitting right here. He was sitting with a couple other smaller ones. Moved in there. Must be a holdover. Oh, there he is. He's sitting at the tail end. Really red fish. That'd be cool to catch. I'm gonna give him a second, can use a little snack break, and then I'm gonna see if I can't catch him. Oh, we had a brown. There we go. Nice. Not the big bow, but something. There we go. The same brown that I saw that bow chasing, but there he is. Hopefully he swims down there. which looks like he's going to. I want him to spook this hole. I can get an overhead cast there. Maybe I can get into where he's at. I know he's in that white water there. There we go, I got him, finally. I was going after him for a while. Not a bad fish. There we go. All right, guys. I believe he's a holdover brown based off the pattern, but nicest fish of the day. He was sitting amongst all these creek chubs in there. I think I caught probably 5 or 6. I went past him a few times and finally I saw him kind of reach up, and I didn't even feel the bite, but he was on there. So at this point on this new stream, I'm fairly confident in it. It doesn't appear to be loaded, but there's enough fish to keep you busy, that's for sure. Tough stream at times to fish, but when it's a little bit more open like this, fairly easy to cast and whatnot. But yeah, it's going a little better than I anticipated, honestly. Got any trout buddies? Fish attacked like a trout, it might be one. It is. In a sea of creek chubs. There it is. Fish sitting in there. Awful cast. There are a lot of nice trout in this hole. I think I found where all the holdovers go. It's just extremely difficult to not spook them. It's a relatively tight cast, low clear water. There we go. Oh, man, that was one of the nicer ones. He ate the egg. Shoot, I messed that up. Saw him come up and eat it. Almost sometimes wish I wouldn't see him because they usually snap a little early. There we go. Is this a trout? I think it is. Yes, sir. Hooked. There he is, another beautiful butterball to end the day. We're at the end of the section I was gonna fish. If you can kind of see on the right, there's a smaller stream, and on the left, there's a larger one. The left is actually a tributary to what we're fishing. The right is what remains of this main stem, so it gets pretty small, it looks like. The left is a Class A wild trout stream, so I didn't realize how much bigger it is than the main stem when they come together, so it makes a lot of sense that there's this many wild trout down below. And it's probably why it's listed as natural trout reproduction for the next mile or two. It doesn't last too long, but it does last for a mile or two. So gonna try a few more casts. That was just my first cast in this last run, but just overall how I felt about this stream, I like it a lot. I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I could see it being a lot of fun in the spring too when they stock it, just to add some other fish, because it was a little spotty at times. Fished a pretty big section for the amount of fish that I caught, but yeah, overall very pleased. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.